Welcome back to Parenting Essential for this week. I had a great week, and I believe you also had a great week by the grace of God. And this week is going to be an amazing time again, another time to learn. Today we're going to be talking about reinforcement. Children are raw material from God. They are raw materials. Just the way we were born, without nothing. They came naked, just the way I came naked. I was a raw material to my parent, and I want you to know that children are raw materials from God. And our duty as parents is to take our raw material and refine it into a super finished product. How do I mean? It means you are going to do the training, you're going to do the imparting, you're going to raise a child that you're going to be proud of, that small child that is going to better the society at large. What are you doing with your raw material? How far have you gone to spoil the life of your raw material? I'm coming to that another time. That is a story for another day, not today. Today I am going to speak about reinforcement. What is reinforcement? Reinforcement is a process of strengthening. It's a process of encouraging or establishing a belief or a pattern of behavior. You want to strengthen something, what you believe, or a pattern or a behavior. The ways you go about it determine the kind of reinforcement you're using. We have different types or kinds of reinforcement. We have the positive reinforcement, we have the negative reinforcement, we have the punishment and the instigation. But today, I am going to be talking about the positive reinforcement. How can positive reinforcement better the life of our growing glory? I like to call children growing glory, because they are our glory and they are growing, in case you don't get my point. So anytime on this platform I say growing glory, it means your children and my children, because they are the glory of the Lord. Back to reinforcement. Don't forget, you want to instill a pattern. You want to establish a behavior or a pattern of behavior that you want to see in the life of your child. How are the ways you can go about it? Reinforcement is a very great way to go about teaching your child a particular behavior. Don't forget I said we have the positive, the negative, the punishment, and the instinction. And today I'm going to be talking about the positive reinforcement. How does that work? What is positive reinforcement? It means giving a reward for a good behavior. Giving a reward, encouragement for a good behavior. If this child has done something great, something good out of what you have taught the child, it is time for you to give a reward. A reward can be inedible, it can be in the form of praise. Fantastic job, darling. Great job, that's our reward. It is also a form of reinforcement. It can be a time of treat. You did well, and I'm going to give you this chocolate. This is not what you have to dwell forever. Don't get me wrong. I am the type that believe a child to listen one time. Come on, why not doing it? But most of the time, we parents, we are very selfish. We forget that these are children. They are just little ones. They are children. Our job is to teach them. And how to best teach them is to help them out with positive reinforcement. Giving reward to your child when he or she has done something great. It's amazing. It can be a time of treat. It can be a period of you going to the park to play. It can be a reward of praises. Saying fantastic, amazing, great job, bravo, come on, great. Giving a smiling face. Those are reinforcement that we encourage your child to do better. So please, in this essential today, keep in your palm, I am going to use reinforcement method. As the child grows and as the child gets the point of staying in that behavior, you have to slowly fade away the gifts. If the child is doing two things before to get one positive reinforcement reward, then you increase it to 4, and slowly you're going to fade it away. And the child is going to have full knowledge that I have to do this. Please bear in mind, Using positive reinforcement is a very great essential in raising an amazing child, and understanding that this is a child. Most of the time, parents, we are very selfish, and I'm talking to myself also. Sometimes I just want my children to understand this one time. That's it. I realize that they are children. They need to grow. They are not adults. They're just learning these things. They need encouragement. They need software sometimes. So please, let's endeavor to use positive reinforcement. Sometimes we need negative reinforcement. It means taking things away to establish a belief or a pattern. For example, if your child doesn't do something that in an instruction given, maybe I am going to take your iPad away until you have done this. Because you didn't do well in this, you are going to miss your iPad time, you're going to miss your screen time, you're going to miss your play time, maybe the toy time. Those are negative reinforcement. But go ahead, try reinforcement, and you come back and see that children are raw materials, and you are the one to make them into that finished product. Thank you for joining me today on Parenting Essentials. And don't forget, this is your parenting coach, and I am Hoye. See you next week. Bye for now.